Hey guys, it's me here with your weekly update. Can you guys believe that in just, was it Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 4 days, we're going to be launching KidVenture outside. I don't know about you guys, but on Sunday, I heard quite a few kids and maybe even some parents kind of like celebrate that announcement when Corey mentioned it. So I'm super excited. I hope you guys are getting excited. For those of you who are going to be back helping out in various ways, I thank you to everybody who is helping out, whether it's, in the tents, behind the scenes, with all the prep. I'm really excited to see what the next 6 weeks brings about with our kids and with our families. Just so you guys know, this first week we're talking, so the name of our series is called The Best News Ever. And this week it's that kids bring God joy. Kids, like, God created us to bring joy. And I just think that's such a beautiful thing, even just for me to remember sometimes, because it's like, especially when I'm messing up, to be like, oh gosh, Lord, like, do you even care? Like, it's like all those shame voices come on. And so I just want to encourage you guys that when you think about the Lord, like about you, the fact that who you are, not about what you do or anything like that, just who you are brings God joy. And if you feel like, man, I don't know if I believe that, I don't know if I've ever experienced that, like, I would just want to encourage you guys to spend some time this week just silent before the Lord and just asking God, say, Lord, show me how much you delight in me. And because I truly believe He'll show up and answer that request, because I do believe the Lord delights in us. And so to spend time just getting to experience that in our souls, I think would be wonderful. And it would just actually even help then lead us into what's happening on Sundays. So, um, with that, you guys, just be aware. Hopefully by tomorrow, you'll have received any and every single email that you guys will need from me. I'm trying to combine it all into one, so that's not a lot, but it'll include any policies and procedures that you need to know, anything you need to know. I put all of our serving dates and planning centers, so arrival times, anybody who can come set up, stuff like that. You should be getting all of that information. So you should already have your serving dates, arrival times. Week one, your curriculum's already posted to Planning Center, at least for elementary, preschool. I think Christy's still working on that, so we'll get that out to you this week. So, um, just you guys just be aware of that so that you guys can come in. Obviously, Sunday morning we'll try to do our fuel and focus. So if you have any last minute questions, I can answer this for you guys. But the biggest things for you guys to know when I think about what I expect Sundays to look like. Obviously, we're all going to have to be wearing masks. I'm not requiring the kids to wear a mask, but I want you guys to be wearing masks. I'll be wearing a mask. If you don't have a mask, let me know. I'll be more than happy to make you guys one. But I need everybody in the tent, any adult who's in the tent or helping with check-in or whatever, to be wearing a mask. Now, here's the deal. We're working with kids, and especially in our preschool tent, we're working with younger kids, okay? One of the things I communicated to parents when I made the walkthrough video is that my expectation is, yes, we're going to have the kids sitting in chairs. We weren't able to do a full 6 foot distance. I think they ended up being about 4 feet distance. Um, yes, we're going to do our best, but we're outside, but we also are dealing with young kids. So that means, like, if you have a kid that's like upset or is like really struggling with whatever's going on and you need to get up and close to them to help them out, you are free to do that. Okay. So I'm just going to trust that you guys aren't coming if you have any COVID symptoms, that you're going to be wearing your mask, will hand sanitize, between touching kids or whatever. Obviously within our regular policies and procedures about appropriate touch, but obviously, like, if you have a preschooler who just ends up crying for whatever reason and you need to go give them a hug or something like that, or you just want to give a kid a high five because they did something awesome, you guys, I'm not going to freak out about that. Okay. I just want you guys to hear that from me, because relationships is like just one of the best things about our ministry. And then close proximity, I know, is actually one of our greatest classroom management tools that we use. So, I mean, to take those away would be like, why are we even doing this, right? So I just want you guys to hear that from me. So now, does that mean I necessarily want you hugging like kid after kid after kid? Like, we have to be aware of how often we're hugging kids. But the great thing is, hopefully by being outside, we'll mitigate a lot of the risk that maybe we would have experienced inside. So I just want you guys to hear that from me. So if you're like, what's the thought? Like, am I going to be anxious the entire time about like not touching a kid? Try not, try not to be. That's like not my hope. But do know. And if you're like, well, no, I really don't want to have to touch a kid, that's okay too. By the way, I'm not saying you have to touch a kid. I'm just saying that if you feel like anxious because you feel like, I don't know if I could even approach a kid if they need me, I want you to hear, yes, you can. Okay. Um, and so all of our parents should know that. I'll be honest, I don't think they all do because they haven't all read our policies and procedures. I can tell by the number of videos and watched and whatnot, but that's okay. I'll back them up because they have to check a box saying that they've actually read them. So I'll be like, well, that was actually written in there. It was written in there and it was actually communicated in our video. So, um, But again, that's not to say that we're going to be necessarily touching everybody and getting everybody into small groups. Like we're still going to do the things we can to keep kids safe, but I just didn't want you to feel that anxiety around like, oh, I can't even approach a kid or get like, if they're crying, what do I do? Yeah, just check that out. So I want you guys wearing masks. I sent an email out last night. If you guys can just get me a picture, because if I don't get one from you, I may have to like look through social media, and so who knows which silly ones I may find. But I just, because you'll be wearing masks, I want to actually try to create picture lanyards so that the kids can see our faces. Okay, so just anything to help the kids feel more welcome and more connected to us in this time. And then just the only other thing I think to really clarify would be there's going to be no bathroom breaks. Okay, so I told parents that it's written again, if their kid's not potty trained and they don't come in a pull up, we'll just have to get the parent if the kid ends up needing to go to the bathroom. Number one, we really aren't going to have enough help in the tent to let anybody go. It's just too messy right now. So that hopefully has been clearly communicated to parents as well. So if you guys have any questions, I'll be around obviously on Sunday. If anybody wants to come help set up at 8:30, we've got about 5 or 6 people helping, so I think we'll be good there. But if you guys want to come, just check it out. It's also our back to school bash, so we'll have free Kona ices for all the kids. And gifts for our new kindergartners. So I think that's it, you guys. If you feel like I didn't mention anything for Sunday that you really need to know, please just reach out. Let me know. I would be more than happy to help clarify anything. Okay, you guys, super excited. 4 more days. The countdown's on. You guys, oh, be praying just protection over the volunteers, over the kids, over our health, over safety. And just be praying. I mean, like, I know God will show up, like, because He's already here. Actually, we just need to acknowledge and see His presence. But I just really want our kids during the next 6 weeks to really get to experience His presence, because I think when I think of all the anxiety and stuff like that, and I think when we just encounter the Lord, like there's no room for anxiety. So I just really want our kids and even us. That's why I'm encouraging you guys now to even take some time with the Lord to like let Him share how much He delights in you. Like I just want this to be like a 6 weeks of us getting to really experience the Lord in new and deep and different ways. So I'm just praying that for all of you guys and for our kids and our families. Okay, so thank you guys so much. I'm so excited. I can't wait. All right, you guys, see you soon. Bye.